Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the University of Texas Pan American. I am your Master of Ceremony, Octavio Sainz, broadcasting journalist for Fox 2 News and Univision 48, and a member of the College of Arts and Humanities Advisory Council. The University of Texas Pan American, the College of Arts and Humanities Advisory Board, along with President Robert S. Nelson, welcome all of you here to the final concert in the UTPA Fine Arts Auditorium, before it is torn down to make way for a fabulous new facility. We are calling today's event CODA, the final concert. The musical term CODA is used to designate the end or the final selection of a piece of music, and we are here to celebrate a retrospective commemoration of the wonderful events, great performances, and guest speakers and presentations that have taken place in the Fine Arts Auditorium for over 4 decades. The Fine Arts Auditorium was built in the late 1960s during the presidency of Ralph Schilling, who led the university during a period of rapid growth, admission to the state system, and a transition from college to university status. The chair of the music department at the time was Dr. John D. Anderson, and he participated in the planning of the auditorium and the design of what we call the Fine Arts Building B and C. Throughout the years, the Fine Arts Auditorium served as the cultural center and the heart of the community, an important gathering place as well as a symbol of the importance of the arts in the community. For 40 years, UT Pan American's Fine Arts Auditorium hosted numerous performances by UTPA faculty, student music competitions, theater productions, and the Valley Symphony Orchestra. It also hosted famous musicians such as pianist Jorge Bolet, the United States Army Band, the Mariachi Vargas de Tecalitlan, and numerous community dance companies, high school choirs, bands, orchestras, UIL, TMEA, and all region competitions. The South Texas Youth Symphony, as well as Christmas concerts by numerous public and private schools, and many other outstanding guest musicians. Visits by notable public figures include former U.S. Presidents Bill Clinton and George A.W. Bush, author Maya Angelou, Michael Dell, Bob Woodward, Dan Rather, Mikhail Gorbachev, Robert F. Kennedy, and many others. The Fine Arts Auditorium also hosted important university gatherings such as faculty and staff convocations, nursing pinning ceremonies, conferences, summer camps, teacher in-service training, student orientations, special tributes, and so much, much more. Our program starts with a celebration and commemoration of the first pianist to perform on the Fine Arts Auditorium stage. Dr. John Raimo, faculty Emeritus, came to what was then Pan American College back in 1967. His early musical training included study at the Kansas City Conservatory of Music, the Juilliard School of Music, and the Eastman School of Music, where Dr. Raimo received both his doctorate and performance certificate. He performed with numerous orchestras, including the San Antonio Symphony, the Kansas City Philharmonic, the Utah Valley Symphony, the Eastman Rochester Orchestra, the South Texas Chamber Orchestra, and the Valley Symphony Orchestra, among others. In 1988, he played the 32 sonatas of Beethoven in a series of 8 concerts over a 4-week period. In 1989, he performed all the Chopin etudes on one program, and in 1980, he presented the complete solo piano works of Brahms, Ravel, and all the piano sonatas of Mozart in 11 concerts. John Raimo was the 1990 recipient of the UT Chancellor's Outstanding Teacher Award, a Distinguished Faculty Award in 1985, and a Distinguished Alumni Teaching Award in 1999. He also has taught numerous public school-age students who were both national and international piano competition winners. Please enjoy the following video celebration of John Raimo. Congratulations to our very distinguished faculty, Emeritus, Dr. John Raimo. And now, Dr. Raimo is going to be joined on the stage by Dr. Dahlia Guerra, pianist and native of Edinburgh, Texas. She is professor and dean of the College of Arts of Humanities here at the University of Texas Pan American, where she has taught since 1984. She was chair of the music department from 1999 to 2006 and has served as dean since 2006. Dr. Raimo has been Dahlia's mentor and teacher ever since she was a student here at UTPA. She describes him as the most important musical influence in her life, as well as a very dear friend. Dr. Raimo and Dr. Guerra will be performing the piano duet Scaramouche by French composer Darius Milhaud, who was one of the most prolific composers of the 20th century. His compositions are influenced by jazz and polytonality. The word Scaramouche refers to a roguish clown character of Italian comic opera. Help me welcome our pianist to the stage. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get this party going. Thank you very much to the wonderful duo. All right, the next section of the program includes a theater presentation by Dr. Marian Monta, founder of the UTPA Theater. Dr. Monta, a native of Hampton, Virginia, received her bachelor's and her first master's degree from Fordham University, this in New York City. She was the first woman to receive a PhD in theater from Cornell University. She came to the Rio Grande Valley of Texas in 1971 to work at Pan American University in the area of theater, television, film. Dr. Monta retired 4 years ago and holds the title of Faculty Emeritus. She has been a theater panelist for the Texas Commission on the Arts and a grant reader for the National Endowment for the Humanities. She has written approximately 50 grants, which have been funded in the past 30 years. The theater has prepared a video collage of all the shows which have taken place here at the Fine Arts Auditorium. Dr. Monta tells us that in 1971, one of the first plays presented was Dracula, starring UTPA faculty, including Ray Welch, who had custom-made teeth created for the event, Daniel Alvarez, James Hawley as Dr. Von Helsing, and Carl Grant. This play, was followed by over 70 other plays through the years in the FAA, with an additional 80 plays performed in the small studio theater, which later became the Clark Gallery in the Fine Arts Building B. The Jeffers Theater was built in 1985, and most of the plays after this year were performed in that venue. Now let us continue then with the trip down memory lane with Dr. Marian Monta.
Thank you. When I first came to Pan Am, they took me to the Fine Arts Complex. In fact, I don't remember them taking me anyplace else. I walked up and I said, "Oh my God, Lincoln Center, eat your heart out." And they took me to this building and they said, "This is where you'll do your plays." And I was awed. And then they pointed over there and they said, "And that's where the speech and drama department offices are." And I was astounded. And then I looked on the right, and there was this huge other building, and I thought, well, that must be the scene shop and the costume shop, right? So I took the job. I got here. My first day, we went to a convocation, and I found out it wasn't the theater. It was the music department auditorium, and we used it when John Anderson let us. The first floor did contain speech and drama offices. The second floor, where I thought my office would be, was the art department. Where was my office? Oh, that dormitory down the road. Okay. So, should we go over to see the beautiful new scene design shop? No, that's not at this auditorium. That's at the old auditorium on McIntyre Street. So, went over. It was a 1942 Army barracks. It had 3 rooms, no air conditioning, and no heat. And that's where we built 150 plays. So in 1985, when we moved from this grand facility, it was like moving out of your mother-in-law's house into your own little cottage, and it was wonderful. So I look back and wonder, how the heck did we ever do it? And realize it was fabulous faculty and stupendous students. And so I'd like to take this time while you're looking at these slides and tell you about all the ones that worked here. Jim Hawley came when I did. He's been my stalwart companion ever since and has made me a member of his family. Doug Cummins came a year later with maximum enthusiasm and kept us assuring it was okay, just keep asking for forgiveness. It's easier than getting permission. And we kept that as our motto. Then along came Tom Grabowski, the genius of the lights and the designs. Tom is now the chairman of the communication department. Linda Donahue came about the same time. She'd been here as an undergraduate when I first came in '71, walking into class every morning with a Diet Dr. Pepper in one hand and a Snickers bar in the other, and I kept telling her that was not a balanced diet. But she's now head of the graduate theater program at Texas Tech. Then Jack Stanley came in with his TV background. But we explained things to him, And so he learned to act, direct, and write plays. And then finally Brian Warren, who wandered in from Ohio and is now head of the theater area at the program. So it's these wonderful people who made it all happen. And if you look hard enough, you'll see every one of us at least twice in some slide or another, because every one of us has acted at some point on the Fine Arts Auditorium stage. Well, there's another bunch, the stupendous students. Gosh, there's too many of those. It's only 6 faculty, but there's all these other wonderful people that I can't mention. So I'm going to name just a few that a lot of you might remember, and we'll see a lot in the slides. There was Ken Smither, who I think holds the record for having acted in more performances at Pan Am than anybody else. And then, of course, none of you know that Christopher Rich, the TV actor, was Christopher Wilson from Weslaco when he was in my drama theater history class and decided to change his name. Mark Watson was the man for all seasons. He could do every job backstage while he was acting on stage. Congratulations, Mark and Dahlia, on your 17th wedding anniversary today. Mark's service has a special place in my heart and my memory, a wonderful, talented actor who died of esophageal cancer at the age of 51. Then there was Valente Rodriguez, whom most of you know from his TV work in various television series and some films. But what you don't know is Valente is currently enrolled in 6 hours in summer school, finishing our Master in Theater program. And then, of course, there's Betty McInerney-Schrock, who came all the way from San Antonio just to say goodbye. And Betty, it's wonderful that you came. And Jeff Marquis, who was one of our most versatile actors ever. I don't think there was anything he couldn't do and couldn't do well. And finally, the first box office queen, my daughter, Susan Smith. Susan and Mike, happy 24th wedding anniversary tomorrow. As I look around, I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of you have either worked on a play, been in a play, or helped on a play at UT Pan American. So please, everybody who's ever been in a Pan Am theater production, stand up, because it's now time to take our last bow in the Fine Arts Auditorium.
Thank you very much, Dr. Monta, and a big round of applause for all those years of hard work for the theater department. The next section of our CODA concert highlights the Valley Symphony Orchestra. The VSO has had a long-standing partnership with UTPA since its inception back in 1952. The current maestro of the symphony is Dr. Peter Dabrowski, who took over the lead of the VSO back in 2001. Peter Dabrowski also served as the music director and conductor of the American University Symphony Orchestra back in Washington, D.C., the American Youth Concert Orchestra in Northern Virginia, and the Chicago Philharmonic. He is in demand as a guest conductor throughout Europe and the United States, and has conducted the major orchestras of the world, including the Moscow Symphony Orchestra Russia, the National Warsaw Philharmonic, and the Orquesta Filarmónica de la Ciudad de México. Maestro Peter Dabrowski has prepared a very special video presentation for today's audience. Enjoy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When I think about the University of Texas Pan American Fine Arts Auditorium building, I'm thinking about the home of the Valley Symphony Orchestra and Chorale. This special building has served for many years not only as a place for concerts and rehearsals, but also as a location of the symphony office. Thousands of young students as well as adults have enjoyed performances of the orchestra and chorale with internationally acclaimed solists from all over the world on this very special stage. To recognize all of the guest artists throughout the years would be very difficult. Distinguished conductors Carl Seale and Christopher Mann led stellar presentations of musical masterpieces from the symphonic and chorale repertoire. For me, this stage will always remain a witness to my becoming a United States citizen. The musicians and I are grateful for the many successful concerts in this unique hall, and we are looking forward to many more in the new Performing Arts Center.
And why not? We should all applaud Peter Dabrowski. We should add that the Maestro is actually in Warsaw, Poland at this time. He's visiting his family, and we wish him a very great summer. The sixth conductor of the Valley Symphony Orchestra was Dr. Carl Seale, who came to Pan American University in 1971, soon after the new Fine Arts Auditorium opened. He was the conductor of the Valley Symphony Orchestra until 2001. The Atonement, an opera by Carl Seale, was produced in the Fine Arts Auditorium in 1976 by the UTPA Music Department Opera Workshop. The production featured Pamela Slayton as the mother and Irene Seale as Andre. A second production followed 25 years later, actually, in the Fine Arts Auditorium, starring student Linda Musollari and Charlie Mann. In the 2000 production, Carl Seale played the part of the village idiot. No offense. Today we will enjoy a duet from the Atonement, and the role of the mother will be again sung by Linda Musollari, only she will be singing the duet today with her very own son, Laerta. Since the last production of the Atonement in 2000, Linda has performed many roles at UTPA and in Europe, including the Marriage of Figaro in Rome in 2001 as a member of the Opera Festival di Roma. Other stage works at UTPA and in Rome have included roles in excerpts of Old Maid and the Thief, El Barberillo de Lavapiés, Cosi fan tutti, Chicago, Titanic, and A Wonderful Town. Linda received her bachelor's degree from the University of Texas Pan American in 2004 and her master's degree in 2008. Today, Linda teaches in the middle school choral program in Mission ISD and also owns a vintage shop online. She enjoys singing with her son Laerta, who is joining her on stage to play the role of Andre. Laerta is only 8 years old. The duet will be accompanied by the string ensemble Quartetto Bravura.
touch my hand and let me know you dear. Touch my dream and let me feel you dear. Make eyes bright and gentle tones that make my heart to sing. Sing with me, sweet baby, sing love, love.
Thank you very much, Linda Musollari and son Laerta, for that beautiful duet. Now, the Quartetto Bravura will stay on stage and perform another classical work for us. The string quartet consists of UTPA students and alumni, including students Orlando de Leon, Yahaira Lara, Miguel Gutierrez, and alumni Joel Luna, who teaches with Annenberg CISD. They will perform the Presto from the string quartet in G major by Franz Joseph Haydn. Congratulations and a big round of applause again for Quartetto Bravura. Excellent performance. UTPA students and UTPA alumni. Doesn't get any stronger than that. Let's continue on today with our program. We're now joined by the RGV Tuba Euphonium Quartet, an award-winning chamber ensemble that has recently been selected by a national audition to perform for the ensemble competition at the upcoming International Tuba Euphonium Conference in Linz, Austria. The UTPA students will vie live against top student groups from some of the best music universities in the country and in the world, and also groups from England, France, and Spain. The members of the quartet are George Sanchez, Osvaldo Lopez, Victor Rodriguez, and Abel Ocañas. Of the performers of the RGV Tuba Euphonium Quartet are music majors at the UTPA Music Department and student of Dr. Scott Reeder, assistant professor at UT Pan American. They will be performing today the Harmonious Blacksmith by George Frederick Handel, arranged by Mike Forbes. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Big round of applause for the RGB Tuba Euphonium Quartet, and we wish them all very, very good luck in Austria. Okay, presenting next is the UTPA dance program with both Folklorico dance and ballet performances. First on the program is the UTPA Ballet Folklorico, which is under the direction of Francisco and Mary Munoz. The dance company presents student and public concerts annually and also travels to present programs for local, national, and international audiences. The Ballet Folklorico has been showcased at the different levels, state and national dance conferences, and in 2006, the ballet was one of the 100 outstanding Texas artists chosen for the inclusion on the Texas Commission on the Arts touring roster program. In 2007, the ballet was honored as one of 10 top choreographies presented for adjudication at the American College Dance Festival in Fort Worth. And most recently, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, our own Ballet Folklorico received national recognition by the American College Dance Festival Association in 2012 and performed at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. They deserve a huge round of applause, and we are very proud of this great achievement. They have a video presentation and then a performance of music and dance from El Estado de Yucatán. That's the state of Yucatán. Check it out.
Yucatán, señores.
¡Eso, Yucatán!
And congratulations again to the nationally award-winning UTPA Ballet Folklorico and their directors Frank and Mary Munoz. Another huge round of applause. The UTPA Dance Ensemble provides students with the opportunity to be a part of a quality dance performance as they promote the art of modern dance and ballet. The company gives the Rio Grande Valley residents the opportunity to experience live concert dance through their performances during the fall and spring semesters at UTPA theaters. The company is also involved in community outreach with local schools, providing special performances, master classes, and lectures and demonstrations for Valley middle schools and high schools. The UTPA Dance Program is a member of the American College Dance Festival, which allows UT Pan American students the opportunity to take master classes with nationally and internationally renowned guest artists. Help me welcome dancers from the UTPA Dance Ensemble as they perform the Sleeping Beauty Bluebird Variations. Marvelous performance by our UTPA Dance Ensemble and students of Assistant Professor Min Kim. The concert and the excitement continues, ladies and gentlemen, with a performance by UTPA faculty Dr. Daniel Andai on violin and Dr. Joel Pagan on viola, playing the Passacaglia by Handel and Preludium and Allegro by F. Chrysler with Dr. Brendan Kinsella on the piano. Dr. Daniel Andai is the Mariachi Shivers Endowed Chair in Fine Arts and a world-class violinist who has performed as a soloist and a concertmaster in major concert venues across 5 continents with as many of the leading orchestras of the world. Andai, who has made special appearances with top artists including Plácido Domingo and dignitaries such as U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, is also the concertmaster of the Miami Symphony Orchestra and the New York-based Philharmonic Orchestra of the Americas. Known for his devotion to community engagement, he was named one of the top 20 under 40 by the International Poder magazine and the Miami Herald. This for exerting influence over the arts. Dr. Joel Pagan, associate professor, came to UTPA back in 2006. Originally from Puerto Rico, he enjoys a multifaceted career as an educator, chamber and solo recitalist. He has performed with numerous symphony orchestras across the United States and Puerto Rico. He has served as principal of the viola section in the Midland Symphony and Laredo Philharmonic Orchestras, and currently performs with the Valley Symphony Orchestra. Dr. Brendan Kinsella, assistant professor at UTPA since 2010, has performed widely as a concert artist throughout the United States, Europe, and Asia. He has performed as a featured concerto soloist with numerous orchestras and is a visiting artist at festivals and universities. In 2010, he debuted as a soloist in Carnegie Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. Thank you to our fine faculty performers. We are very, very fortunate here in the Rio Grande Valley to have such outstanding faculty talent. And the best part about it is that they bring their talents and their knowledge to our UT Pan Am students. The CODA final concert ends with the nationally award-winning UTPA Mariachi Aslan. Se vale. Since 1989, the UTPA Mariachi Aslan has traveled throughout the United States, Mexico, and Canada as ambassadors representing the beauty of Hispanic music and cultural traditions and creating a bridge of cultural understanding between two countries. In the year 2010, Mariachi Aslan bested top professional groups when they were named Grand Champions at the Mariachi Espectacular de Albuquerque National Competition. Later that year, the group performed for President Barack Obama in Washington, D.C., and with the Houston Grand Opera in the premiere of the world's first mariachi opera. In 2011, the Mariachi Aslan won first place for the second consecutive year at the Mariachi Espectacular de Albuquerque and were invited to perform at the Hollywood Bowl, selected from professional groups across the nation. Later this month, Mariachi Aslan will be performing at the 2012 Smithsonian Folklife Festival in Washington, D.C., with an invited performance at the Kennedy Center on June 29th. The UTPA Mariachi program was founded by Dr. Dahlia Guerra, Dean of UTPA's College of Arts and Humanities, and is co-directed by Francisco Loera, a faculty member of UTPA's Department of Modern Languages and Literature, assisted by Fernando Mendoza, a UTPA student who is graduating this summer with a degree in Mexican American Studies. The Mariachi's performance today begins with a photo montage showing highlights of the past 24 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the UTPA Mariachi Aslan.
Estoy perdido y no sé qué camino me trajo hasta aquí. Estoy vencido y será mi destino sufrir hasta el fin. Siento aquí en mi pecho el remordimiento de mí proceder, pues me duele el alma, vivo con la angustia de mi padecer. Hoy me arrepiento de haberte dejado tan sola y sin mí. Tanto he sufrido que hasta en mi delirio me acuerdo de ti. Hoy vago solo en el mundo sin fin, no sé si pueda volverte a besar. Y como un niño me pongo a llorar porque ya te perdí. Ay, mi amor.
aquí en mi pecho el remordimiento de mi proceder, pues me duele el alma, vivo con la angustia de mi padecer. Hoy me arrepiento de haberte dejado tan sola y sin mí. Tanto he sufrido que hasta en mi delirio me acuerdo de ti. Hoy vago solo en el mundo sin fin. No sé si pueda volverte a besar. Y como niño me pongo a llorar, porque ya te perdí. Porque ya te perdí. La Huasteca está de luto, se murió su apanguero. Y anunció ya que el falsete es el alma del trovero. Rogaciano se llamaba, Rogaciano el huapanguero. Eran sones de la sierra, las canciones del trovero. La Azucena y la Cecilia lloran, lloran sin consuelo. Malagueña salerosa ya se fue. Su pregonero
Rogaciano se llamaba.
Qué bonitos ojos tienes debajo de esas dos cejas, debajo de esas dos cejas. Qué bonitos ojos tienes. Ellos me quieren mirar, pero si tú no los dejas, pero si tú no los dejas, ni siquiera parpadear. Malagueña salerosa, besarrito. Labios quisiera
would like to take this opportunity to say on behalf of the UTPA Mariachi Aslan, thank you for all these years of support. And it's a privilege and honor to be a part of this history, this great auditorium. We'd like to also dedicate a song to a new faculty member that it's been great and awesome experience having him here. Speaking from experience, my student, fellow, and friend, Orlando, has taken lessons with him, as many students have also. And we'd like to dedicate this song to Dr. Andai. We welcome you and thank you for being here. A song from Venezuela.
De esta manera
uno no tiene la culpa. El carro tal de verdeces, el guamantito florece y la soga se revienta.
Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera
uno no se da ni cuenta. Quererse no tiene horario ni fecha en el calendario. Cuando las ganas se juntan, caballo le dan sabana, porque está viejo y cansado, pero no se dan de cuenta que un corazón amarrado, cuando le sueltan las riendas, es caballo desbocado. Y si una potra la sana, caballo viejo se encuentra, el pecho se le desgrana y no entiende de falseta, y no comprende de frenos, ni lo paran falsa rienda. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera,
colorado, gavilán, Clio, 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 gavilán, Tao, 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 gavilán, pico amarillo, gavilán, pico rosado.
El gavilán de mi pueblo, ay de mi pueblo es un gavilán rayado. El gavilán de mi pueblo, mujer bonita es un gavilán rayado con las uñas afiladas, porque ya viene casado.
Gavilán, pío, 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 gavilán, Tao, 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 gavilán, pico amarillo, gavilán.
Y ese es su Mariachi Aslan.
Felicidades, Mariachi Aslan. But it's not over yet. We're going to bring back the UTPA Ballet Folklorico for one final number.
De mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, negrita de mis pesares, ojos de papel volando, a todos diles que sí, pero no les digas cuando así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando. Quiero ver aquí con su rebozo de seda que letra que de mí. Cuando me traes a mi negra que la quiero ver aquí con su rebozo de seda que letra que de mí.
Que se oiga ese aplauso, señoras y señores. Big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we have some closing remarks from our president, Robert S. Nelson. Dr. Nelson is himself a creative writer, an artist, and a patron of the arts, and we can see the impact he is making on the fine and performing arts here at UT Pan American and in South Texas. He is changing the face of our university and community, and we appreciate his vision and great leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Dr. Robert Nelson.
Es un placer de tener tanta gente aquí hoy. When we planned this, we didn't know how many people would show. But this shows you how important the arts are to the Valley and to the people here, and how we hold the arts in our hearts, and how we believe in them. Today, you saw the dance, It was wonderful. National award winners. You saw the mariachis. You saw classical music. You saw ballet. You saw all of the arts. This building has been very, very important to this valley for over 40 years. And it's been very important to all of the artists who have had the chance and the opportunity to be here and to entertain and to touch us. And they have touched us. They touched us tonight. When the new building comes, it will be magnificent. We have built it so there is enough room on the stage for dance. We had to cut quite a bit when the economy went sour. But we kept the stage. We built it so that on both sides you can have dance taking place. You can have battling mariachis. You can have a full orchestra, all with the valley in mind. The bill for the new building passed in 2006. If we did not do something with it next year, we would lose $39 million. So we're moving fast, and we're moving hard, and we will succeed. But first, before we do, I would like a round of applause for this building. I wish we could have saved her, but we couldn't because she's not in good shape. But she is our hermana, and we will miss her. To each and every one of you, please help us. With the new building, we had to make a major cut, and we had to cut the recital hall so that we could get it down at the level that we need. Without a recital hall, our students, all of whom have to give a final recital in music, and our dancers will not have a place. We need to raise $3.8 million for that recital hall. Today, a group of about 50 of us got together and started raising that money so that we can take care of our students. Our faculty love our students. Our faculty will give everything to them. We owe it to them. So I ask you to be involved, to help us raise that money so that we can have the very best. Because the arts are what make us human. The arts are what make us feel. The arts are our best ways to communicate. To all of you, with all of my heart, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being part of the Pan Am family. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you for remembering this building and remembering the arts. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson. And I want another round of applause for all of you who support the arts and support the University of Texas Pan American. Thank you for coming to this, our final concert. We look forward to our brand new academic and performing arts complex in the year 2014, and we invite you to the very first concert. Who's going to play? Quien sabe. But I'll tell you one thing, we're all going to be there. Have a great day.